Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to C2L. I am Tom.
I'm Kalpa.
This is Chennai to Lagos.
Welcome.
If you've been here for over a year, then you may have seen our 1 year anniversary special video. Put it over here. In the spirit of keeping up a new tradition, we're going to have another conversation, and I think we're going to make this a thing.
Yeah, sort of like a journal
It's a journal,
entry.
it's a video journal entry for
Yeah.
us. So, like the last one, we're not looking at you guys today. We're going to have a conversation, ask each other some questions about our year so far, and just see what we can unpack. Just have a little casual conversation around that. But the purpose of this video is to be more of like a video journal for us to see how far we've come, for you guys to also see it. And I think at the root of it all is just kind of showcasing, marriage in a snapshot from a young couple.
Yeah.
And maybe there are things here that you can pick for yourself, and at least maybe this might spark conversations that are important. But ultimately, yeah, this is a platform of love, and we're happy we get to share our love with the rest of the world. So, welcome to the C2L 2 year anniversary
Yes.
special.
What is one memory or activity that we've done in the past year
Yeah,
that you can't forget?
going to India.
Hmm.
I feel like that's the most adult thing we've done.
Yeah.
Our first year was
Other
more
than
of
having a child?
okay, no, that's right there. Yeah, that's the top. But before that, I feel like it was the most compared to like where we came from and all the things we've done. It's the thing that stretched us the most because it was our project, right?
Hmm.
And um, yeah, I feel like it was one of those moments where it forced us to talk about things that we have not talked about. And it
Hmm.
was just like a big project for us as a family because there were many things happening. It's the trip itself. You're going to meet my family. You've never seen these people before. We're going to stay here.
I
This is going
know.
to happen. So many things happened. Like it
All
was,
new.
and we were there for like a whole month. So yeah, I think that is
Yeah.
probably one of the coolest and the most impactful things we've done this year. And actually in our marriage so far, besides having our baby.
Do you think, don't count this as a question,
Yeah,
but do you think it brought us closer?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. And reason being is because the first year was kind of like a honeymoon. Not too many technical things to do. And I feel
Yeah.
like this one, because of all the things that it entailed,
Mm,
before, during, after, reflecting on the experience, yeah, it definitely brought us closer.
nice.
Yeah. What has changed most about us and me in this last year?
Wow. What has changed most about us this last year has been that I think we've really thought outside the box
Mm,
with things. I feel like we've gotten bolder as a couple to take on projects and um, do things that we really didn't, we really felt like was above our pay grade, so to
yeah.
say. And I think this past year we've done things that were so daring in our books and so bold
Mm,
as compared to when we started
yeah.
or, when we're dating and all that. So I think that's a major change. I think it's made us feel so much more adult,
Yeah.
adulting
Yeah.
vibes in this world. Um, yeah, that's one. And then about you, I think you've gotten a lot more serious with things that you're doing, like the things I know you've always talked to me about, the different, projects that you're doing. I feel like it's you're almost at the edge of figuring it out,
Mm,
and you're at the edge right now because the past year I feel like you've been working through it, like sort of digging smaller holes into it every now and then. And so I feel like you've gotten a lot more serious into let's crack this
yeah.
kind of thing. And I feel like you're using the momentum of one thing to pick you up into another. So I feel like, just like my previous answer, like we did bold things over the year, I feel like those bold things opened you up to want to think about your own dreams. And so I feel like you've been a lot more serious and bolder about how you are defining yourself and your work.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a really good answer.
What is one way you've seen me grow as a person this past year?
Gosh, that's kind of, it sounds simple, but I think it's a bit hard to really just pinpoint one thing. But I think I've seen you grow. I've seen you become more intentional about yourself. Um, I feel like we've both been in a similar place trying to figure things out. Like there are so many things that we're doing, but then there are those key things that we've really tried to figure out for ourselves. Things that have been passionate, our passions, things that we've talked about for a while. And in one way or another, I feel like you've gotten a bit more intentional in just taking a step, like without having all the answers together. And I feel like that's the same energy that reflected in even things for our trip and all of that. Like in the past, I feel like it was really more about waiting for certain things to be in place, and I feel like even for yourself, um, I've seen you go. I've seen you take more bold steps. I think yeah, that's probably the best way to say it. Yeah, boldness. Yeah. What do you love most about our relationship?
Mm, I swear I have a lot of answers. I'm just trying to find the one. I think what I love about our relationship is that we have the freedom to dream,
Mm,
and we at times find ourselves dreaming together.
yeah.
We just have that kind of relationship where both of us can sit and dream about our our forever home,
Yeah.
or our vacation,
Mm,
or our life,
mm,
and I like that because it gives you hope every single day
mm,
to do better, to be
mm,
better, rather than us being very stagnant.
mm,
You know, I feel like having that stagnancy in a relationship, and people like not being able to talk about your dreams and
mm,
not being able to dream together
mm,
is the recipe for boredom, and it's a
mm,
recipe for, we're just doing this because we're married,
yeah.
that kind of thing, which I would never want to be in.
Yeah.
So I think that makes our marriage really fun,
Mm,
and makes it feel like a playground,
yeah.
because like it's like we're playing with different things, and
Yeah.
we're feeling things out, and we're like, oh, I
Mm,
like this, I don't like
mm,
this. And the freedom to for us to do that with each other, makes I feel like makes us as a couple, just, I don't know, like go-getters
yeah.
basically.
I actually really love that about us. Even like before we started dating,
Yeah,
I feel like God somehow brought that in the picture because it kind of was the foundation for everything we've done.
yeah,
So I feel like, yeah, I actually enjoy the fact that we work together and we think about our life as a duo
yeah.
and then seeing how we as individuals work with that.
Hmm. What is your favorite way for me to demonstrate that I love you?
Now, more than anything, what I guess I need more is just that like accountability and support with regards to the things that we're pushing, especially the things that I am pushing. I feel like, and it kind of ties to the previous question. You see, because we think as a duo, right? And then there are all these individual things. It's very easy for like life to happen and you know that this is what you've been called to do. This is an area you've been pushed to, and you get distracted by all the things that happen. Oh, baby comes, and you're thinking about other things, or this happens, and you're thinking about other things. But I feel like what would help me the most. The question is, what can you do to demonstrate that you love me? Okay, this might not actually be the answer for that question, but I'll still finish it anyway. It's really just, me knowing or just somehow getting that like support. Not that you are obviously doing it, but that's just the answer. Like kind of feeling that support and somehow accountability. And not to put pressure on you to because at the end of the day, all dreams are independent. Like your my dreams and the things I'm doing, like they should never have, or rather, my inaction should not be your problem. Do you get what I mean? But like, I feel like as a partner, you know me better than anyone else. You know what's going on in my life. You know the things that I'm thinking about, and I think every now and then, it's the biggest push to also see you acknowledge or let me know that yeah, just keep it up. You're doing this, you're doing that. So I think maybe words of affirmation in some sense, even though I've never really felt I'm that type of guy. Yeah, but I think it's words of affirmation. Maybe that's my love language. Who knew? Gosh. But for me, I feel like that it means more in the things that I'm most crucial about. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think I still need to process it. But
Yeah.
the question that you asked, what can you do to show me that you love me? I feel like it's a very, very hard question to answer because it's like you already do, with your words. All the love languages are present. So when you look at it in terms of like the season that we're in, it's like I feel like maybe with regard specifically those kind of goals, yeah, that's where that impact can be felt. Not to say that if you don't do it, I'm not feeling your love. Do you get what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, that's that.
I will do it.
Thank
I
you.
will do better.
You're doing an amazing job already.
I'll
You're
find
doing an
ways to do
amazing
better.
job. I'm just answering the question.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. What is being married to me like?
It's like having a glass of cold coffee on a hot day.
Cold coffee. What? That's a nice way to say it.
It's like having a cup of cold coffee on a hot
Well,
day.
that's interesting because you'd never take cold coffee. So can you explain what does that mean?
I do take like just
But
not
no one generally
as
takes cold coffee.
there is
Iced coffee,
iced
I
coffee.
know.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Oh, I should have said that. It's like having a cup of. Is it a cup or a glass?
Anything,
It's a
yeah.
glass of iced
Okay.
coffee.
Okay, so explain.
I just think it's refreshing.
Oh.
Yeah,
So what made you pick iced coffee specifically and not lemonade?
that's a good question. Does it count as a question?
Well, it's kind of trying to understand and unpack.
I don't know. I like
It's
coffee.
like when
So
somebody
I
says like
like
what
coffee and I
food do I
haven't had it
remind
in
you
so
of?
long
I feel you. Okay.
that I think I picked it. And it's such a hot day. And I'm just like, I actually wouldn't mind an iced coffee.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll
But
take it.
that's how it is. Like it's refreshing. It's yeah, I think that's just the word. It's
Wow.
every day like I wake up and I'm refreshed to see you. I don't think there's ever a day I've woken up and be like, oh, him again.
Oh my God.
Because
Thank
that
you.
would be sad.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Wow. I wasn't expecting it.
You didn't expect
I never
it.
expected it.
So, you know how our anniversary was this year.
Yeah.
Would you like to give them a snapshot of what happened?
So this year, obviously we had our son,
We had
and
have our son.
yeah, we
Yeah.
our son was already in the picture, and because of that, there are all these dynamics that come with taking care of your child.
Which we didn't actually, we didn't know what that
Yeah, we
was.
didn't know what that was, but basically, summary is your time is not your time anymore.
Exactly.
And so on this particular day, it's our anniversary, and for whatever reason, that's the day that there was a blackout in our area
The whole day.
the whole day, and we stay in a hot place.
Yep.
So there's
So
that
the whole day
dynamic,
was spent trying to keep the baby cool
and just us
and me
keep our
cool.
sanity
But
in
he
the
was
process.
also he was also going through cluster feeding, something we've just learned recently.
Yeah.
Is just this day when babies pick to feed more than they usually do because they're going through some growth spurt. And so that day, on such a hot day, all he wanted to do was stay here and feed. So the both of us were trying to keep cool the whole day.
And then in the evening, we were like, okay, initially our plan was that we'll probably get some time to go for a walk or
Yes.
something because now a walk is a luxury. That's like the most amazing thing to do. But hey, we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And so we're like, you know what? The only thing we can do that we can have control of is dinner. And we can,
We do
order takeout
takeout.
from our favorite restaurant in the area.
Yeah.
And so we call them and they're closed for the next 3 weeks.
They're on
And
holiday for the next
so
3 weeks.
we literally left there and came to our parents' place. That's actually where we're
We just
at.
had to escape our
We
home.
escaped there and we ended up coming here and we had like a nice, cute little
We spent
dinner.
like over 1 hour setting up. We
Yeah.
were moving a sleeping child.
Yeah. It was crazy. But ultimately we had our dinner and our date night
Bless mom
here.
for
Yeah, our mom really
setting
came
up
through.
the.
So that's the backdrop.
Yeah. So my question is, now that we know how this year went,
Yeah.
like how do you want us to celebrate next year so we're a lot more prepared?
Get family involved earlier on.
Hmm.
You can see the days, you always think about like, oh yeah, you just drop your child at the grandma and grandpa. Like now you see the days that you need to do that.
Mm.
You see like it's something that next time you inform them ahead of time. They know that, hey,
May
we're gonna bring
15th.
it, we need to bring is it the milk, and he'll be a lot older by that time. So yeah, I think it's really just preparing in advance so nothing can, kind of get in the way. I feel like for me
Yeah,
that's it.
but
So
how do you want to, like, what do you want to do
what do I want to do
for
for our anniversary?
anniversary?
Well, I think now I really do appreciate the things that we've probably taken for granted. Like, I would love us to have quality time together. I would love us to be able to have our dinner, our special dinner. I'd love us to be able to go and take a walk, and do something special or probably just something adventurous. But again, it depends on where we're at. I think generally what I would love to do is just have moments where it can just be us. I feel like the more that now that that child is in the picture, you realize that what all those days that we had to ourselves, walking, talking, like that was gold. Those moments where there was nothing interrupting that. And now that there's a child who demands so much attention, you realize that I see how just something as simple as walking, these are things we talk about, things like walking, holding hands and talking. It's such a beautiful luxury in some sense. It doesn't have to be, but it can be
In this
depending
season?
in this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's kind of like, those are the things that I crave, being able to take control of that and just have like a day where we don't feel like we were bound because of the fact that we're parents. Yeah. What are you looking forward to the most now? As 2 years are in, and we're basically in the third year now. So, what are you looking forward to the most?
Hmm,
That's what our son does. What is it?
um, what do I look forward to? I think structuring more fun into our lives
Yeah.
with our baby,
Mhm.
and us and the family, everybody.
It's a
I've
year of fun.
no
It's a year of fun.
fun,
It's a year of fun.
fun. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yes, that's true. Like this. I'm sleepy. So, like, just as much as life is happening, I'd like us to have moments where we take some time out to go have dinner, to go to the beach,
Yeah.
to buy a gift for each other, to sit with our son and play with him on the floor. Just those are the moments that actually make our life really colorful and
Yeah.
fun. And those are the moments we actually get to know each other better. So I feel like when we're just two, we really did take those moments for granted.
Mm.
We did go to the beach and all that, but I feel like we were ultra serious about life. But now that life has gotten serious, I don't want to be serious
Yeah.
anymore. Like, I want to have a laid back approach.
Yeah.
That's the irony of it. Like, the
Mm.
past month, however intense it has been for both of us, the moments it has given me a lot of hope are moments we've laughed.
Yeah.
Just laughing at silly things
Yeah.
has made my day feel so much lighter,
Yeah.
And so structuring more of
Mm.
laughable moments and
Yeah.
fun moments with each other and our families, and
Mm.
yeah, I think that's what I really look for. It's a very simple thing,
Yeah.
but yeah, like, it's easy to get so absorbed in your life that you can forget it. And I don't want our son to grow up in a very, like, serious home
Yeah.
where everybody's like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
everybody's always reading. But, like,
Mm.
I want him to, like, be fun, run
Yeah.
around, break
Yeah, for sure.
things. that's
Just
that's
be a
yeah,
kid.
just be a kid and let's
Yeah.
be kids with him,
Mm.
but yeah, be also parents, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I love that. I think I would correct and say I don't think we were ultra serious. For like compared to any other couple or like you just I feel like we take life that project culture, like, yeah, what are we doing? What are
Yeah,
we
yeah,
doing? This. But I think that it's easy to get so sucked up in that
yeah,
that you at times can take for granted very simple things. So you're so busy focusing on this and then you miss out on the simple experiences. And I think for me, like you said, I really want to just prioritize experiences. Experiences that will add so much color to our life and also be core memories for our son.
yeah,
Experiences that, yeah, you realize at the end of the day, those are the things that you look back on. It's easy to forget things that people may have done to you or just things that you may have happened in your life, but it's hard to forget experiences that really spark something. And yeah, for sure, like if anything, this is a year that I want to make sure that we can just add so many experiences
yeah,
for us, but also for him,
yeah,
because those are things that he's going to grow up seeing.
exactly.
It's really nice being married to you.
Same,
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Are you sleepy?
Am I sleepy? I don't think I'm as sleepy as I should be.
If you wanted what new parents look like, they look like us.
Yeah.
A little bit worn out looking.
You don't look worn out. You look really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And a bit like slow in speech.
Yeah, this is like that's
I
this is
feel like today we've been a
parents.
bit slow,
This is
you know?
the parent.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is why
yeah.
parents do talk that way.
Mm.
Well, I love you,
I love you more.
and thank you for thank you for just being an awesome wife.
Thank you.
Being married to you is very very easy, and it is the fact that we got to build a life together is the dopest thing about my life. Yeah,
Thank you for being an awesome husband.
thank you.
Someone I can count on, someone I can have fun with,
I'm that
and
guy.
someone who's always there for me.
Thank you.
Love
I
you.
love you more. So that's it, guys. Yeah,
Yes.
quite a different video, but
Yeah.
like we really want to make sure we can do this, and the reason behind that is um, because we're content creators, it's given us an amazing opportunity to document our life and have things to look back on. But we realize that, you know, so much happens in a year. And I think because we make videos, it's so easy to look back and see, like, oh, wow. Even if you guys follow us, you'll be like, oh my God, I didn't know these guys had a kid. The last video I watched was the wedding. You see how fast life goes when you document. So for us, these videos and this particular episode, it's something we'd love to continue to do just to really document what a year is like. I feel like a lot of times people say they've been married for 20 years, 30 years. It's amazing. But what if you had access to seeing the growth that happens in a year, the lessons that you've learned? So we might add make these episodes a bit more serious or even different formats or whatever. But
Yeah.
the point is, it's really a good idea to just stop, reflect, look at how far you've come, and yeah, just take a look back at the beautiful year that you've had, and use that as energy and fuel to make better decisions and have a better year ahead. So that's that.
Yes.
With that said, guys, we're really adulting. I feel like all of a sudden, like, yo,
Yeah.
is
Because
is it
now,
Chennai to Lagos that we're
now
at?
I'm gonna go wake up my sleeping baby
Yeah.
so I can feed him.
Yeah. And then we can start getting ready for bath time. But
Yep.
that is another episode. Thank you guys. We love you. Like, subscribe, click that notification bell so you don't miss out on our videos. And yeah, look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye.
Bye bye.